Hey everybody, this is GKE715. Welcome back to another Let's Play of Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Last time we ended up beating Mega Man 4, which was pretty uneventful right there. I did rage quit. But hey, your boy, beat the game, so we're good. So, our next game that we're gonna play next is Mega Man 5. And yeah, by this point, the Super Nintendo was out, and yet Capcom was still making, NES games. Isn't that interesting, huh? Well, let's go in and check out Mega Man 5. Which is one of my favorite games that I played, because it's pretty easy. Unlike, the other ones that we have played also so far. So, here is the story. In the year 20XX AD, a vicious army of robots is bent on destroying the world. And behind this destruction is... Proto Man? Yep, as it turns out, it looks like Proto Man, has went rogue and created his own army. So now, let's go after the robots. Righty then, so here are the Robot Masters in Mega Man 5. They were pretty motley crew, all these Robot Masters. They're not very well remembered, but I still remember them at least to a degree. So, here we have Gravity Man, Crystal Man, Napalm Man, Gyro Man, Star Man, Wave Man, Charge Man, and Stone Man. So, we're gonna go after, all of them in order, at least the way how I remember it correctly. Now, previously when I was a kid, I used to go after, Wave Man, but then I realized the actual order was Charge Man, so let's go after Charge Man. Charge Man. He is an all-terrain armored transport robot. He uses coal and water as fuel to keep his costs low. A good point, he's straightforward. A bad point, he has a bellicose attitude. He likes past reflections. And he hates trendy fashions. No, so he's like me. I don't care about trendy fashions. I don't care none about that stuff. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of trendy fashions, and I'm sure Charge Man can agree with me on that statement. Trendy fashions are for pussies. I'm kidding. And also, our navigator. Our navigator this time is Dr. Cossack. Yeah, so if you guys have forgotten, last time Dr. Cossack, we used to fight against him, so now he is our navigator. Pretty cool. Now, let's get a move on, because, Charge Man awaits, so, we can't keep the old freight train, waiting. And also, about Mega Man 5, it's actually, in my opinion, one of my favorite, Mega Man games. One of my favorites that I played as a kid, to this very day, it is still, my favorite. And honestly though, this is one of the few NES games that I will play, that I will play till the end of time. One of my favorites, one of the best. Not as good. Well, it's not as good as Mega Man 7, which is actually my actual favorite game. Also, as you guys notice, Eddie is now our guide. So because Beat is nowhere to be around, and you guys are gonna see that in just a minute. Give it a minute here. We need to get rid of these chicken spawners. Oh, these freaking rats, bro. Only way to destroy the rats is by by shooting them with a charge shot. Yeah, let me see if I can oh boy, there we go. That takes care of that. Okay, there's a flying robot right there, which it's actually firing projectiles at us. Oh, that item. That is a Mega Man plate. Now, Mega Man plates, which if you look in our items, they all pronounce Mega Man 5. Well, in the original NES version, it actually had a V, like the Roman number. But then, Capcom changed it to a number 5, because there was a Game Boy game that had the name Mega Man V. Mega Man V is another like another Mega Man game, that I don't think I'm not gonna be like talking about for a while, because it's a Mega Man game on the Game Boy. And yes, I have a Nintendo Switch, which means I have access to the Game Boy library. But at the moment, though, I am not touching any of the Game Boy games yet. In fact, Mega Man V is gonna be the only one that I'll be touching, because the other Game Boy games are all just like they're all the same. They're all the same to me. It said that they only have like 4 Robot Masters and not the standard 8. Mega Man V is the one that has like a new story, new enemies, and all that good stuff. So that's the one thing that I will be going after. We have this freaking enemy right here that is in the way. Just shoot him in the face. So the Robot Master that awaits us here is Chargeman. He usually is weak to the Power Stone, which is Stone Man's ability. And also, check out the symbol. The symbol is now a Proto Man. Proto Man is Proto Man's like army symbol, which is a P with a yellow cape. Now, Chargeman here is pretty easy. He'll just like run around like back and forth. Just be careful with him. Don't touch him or anything, because he does like some damage if you get close to him. After all, this guy right here is a freight train. Gonna be honest though, I wouldn't be like surprised though, like if one day Hasbro like approaches like Capcom to make a toy of him based off of Astro Train, like from Transformers. Let me see if he'll like drop his guard. Okay. Yeah, these robots are pretty difficult. I'll be honest with you guys. There you go. They're not that difficult. We're just playing a bit like roguelike. So that kind of handles some charge problem with Chargeman. So from defeating Chargeman, we get his like the charge kick, a slide move where we will essentially like kick people. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So that pretty much like does it right there. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, we can also return back to the stages to look like for any of the Mega Man letters, which is pretty cool. However, I'll make sure to get them at least in one swoop. If I can, I'll get them off screen. Don't worry about that, people. I'll keep my promise on getting these letters if I can. Now, next up, we're gonna go after Wave Man. Wave Man. Let's look at his bio. Wave Man. He is not good at close range combat. That's what his bio says. A good point. He's a sentimentalist. A bad point. He likes solitude. I don't know how's that a good point when being lonely. But I get it. The guy must be an introvert. So I don't blame him. Sounds just like solitude is like is good. And I respect anybody, that needs space. Let's see here. He likes diving, which, diving, is one of his favorite, things to do. He likes diving, but he hates sludge, because, it's bad for the environment, and it's already bad, that a robot that's the water hates it. So let's get a move on here. And also, I believe from what one of my buddies told me one time, Wave Man was at one point in the Mega Man Fully Charged Up show. Yeah, and that's how he heard about Wave Man, because he didn't know that he was originally a boss from the Mega Man 5 from Mega Man 5 originally. Also, we have this balloon gimmicks. Actually, what's funny, these actually do appear in Mega Man 9 in the stage of Splash Woman. And yes, there is a female Robot Master, but she was only ever in Mega Man 9, and she's the only one so far. But Mega Man 9 is another game that I probably will be getting to on the Nintendo Switch in the future. Once I get used to the though Mega Man 9 I do have it on the Legacy Collection. Also, we got these freaking Joes on their jet skis. Simple enemies, really. We also got these dolphins. Make sure you watch out for them. By the way, these Joes, like, you know, will be showing up like on the back, on behind you. So be careful. Okay, now we have this. This is in October. Yeah, October, which is kind of like an Oktoberfest, like in German. It's a really easy like mini boss. You just need to shoot like that green like gem in its forehead, and also avoid its projectile that's spitting out of its mouth. Also, there's a letter I believe over here, which we gotta jump for it. So pay attention. Give me a minute. I'll have to pay. Let me focus. Hold on. Let's see here. Come on, come out already. Where is it? Come on, come out. Got you. All right, there we go. Yeah, you guys saw it. It came out on a very quick event. By the way, if you guys are hearing like noise in the background, don't worry. That's just my Discord going off, and it's actually right next to my laptop. So that's the reason why you guys can hear it. I have my laptop next to me because it's the only way how I can read these Megaman bios. Yeah, we have one of these things. It's a freaking like weird enemy right here. I'll probably likely be dying on this battle against Chargeman, so we're gonna have to be careful. Right, here's or not Chargeman, here's Waveman. Waveman is very dangerous because he'll pump out water. Yeah. All right. To use the lightning kick, we're supposed to collide into him, but we'll take damage in the process. What's about Waveman though? While it is said that he's bad at close range, he's awfully good at it. So I guess I might explain why in his quote, "Stay away from me." It's almost like him saying that he knows that he'll kick your ass like at close range battles, which is funny. Also, what I like about Waveman's design, he kind of reminds me of Neptune. You know, the god or the king of the sea and all that stuff. Well, king of the sea, god of the sea. I don't remember like how it works. Nah, just how it is. Well, from defeating like Neptune, or not Neptune, I'm very sorry. Neptune is actually like the name of another robot that in the future. We get the water wave. So like that's actually pretty cool. So we get water wave, and we also get an item. Stage select. Now then, from doing all that, I guess it's time to move on to our next robot master in our next episode. I'll see you guys then.